Masterpiece's Downton Abbey showcases the British sense of humor, their dry wit and clever turn of phrase.
Hope is a tease designed to prevent us accepting reality.
Oh, you only say that to sound clever.
I know. You should try it.
While some British sayings will ring a bell, others are less familiar in the U.S. Emory University history professor Patrick Allett shares a few. See if you know what they mean.
Where there's muck, there's brass. That means if you're willing to get your hands dirty and work hard, you can make money. So brass is money, and muck is, the willingness to get dirty. So what about the phrase, he's all mouth and no trousers?
Here's a hint. In Texas, you'd say big hat, no cattle.
Well, meaning someone who'll talk a good game but won't actually do anything. And then there's a lot of regional slang, so depending on which part of Britain you're in, you hear different phrases. And depending on what social class you're among, you hear different phrases. Gormless. He's so gormless. If his head wasn't screwed on, he'd leave it behind.
If someone says he's thick as two short planks, it's like saying he's thick as a brick, or he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. And in Britain, when someone says he's mad as a snake, he'd be considered off his rocker, or
you might say he's completely off his trolley. Now, I've never heard that here in America. Crazy as a box of frogs.
Box of frogs? Crazy? Really?
What are you staring at?
A cat can look at a king.
What it means is the king has great power, but he hasn't got infinite power. He can't actually prohibit someone from looking at him.
He's seen a diamond and he's chosen glass.
Is declining to take the good thing in favour of the less good one. Or then for lucky, the word jammy. He's a jammy devil, isn't he? Meaning, he's blessed with good luck. Manky means off or bad. Oh, we can't eat that. It's gone manky.
A fool and his money are soon parted. And I have been parted from my money, so I suppose I am a fool.
Well, that's a very well-known saying, yeah. Fool and his money are soon parted. Many a mickle makes a muckle. It means if you make lots of bits of money, eventually you'll make a lot of money. You know the saying, look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. And again, it's self-explanatory, and presumably you could say, look after the cents and the dollars would look after themselves. The opposite of that is, he's penny wise, pound foolish. Meaning, looking after the little bits of money and being sort of tight-fisted in small ways, but then being extravagant and rash with big sums of money.
Familiar sayings with a little added twist. Downton Abbey is known for them.
Oh, quite a treat.
Well, the cat's away, so we might as well play a little.
Remember, harsh reality is always better than false hope.
Can't Barrow come up with something?
You're right. Mr. Barrow usually has a card or two up his sleeve.
Well, tell him to get one out of his sleeve and play it. Pronto.
Leaves you wanting more.
Can't you even offer help without sounding like a trumpeter on the peak of the moral high ground?
And must you always sound like the sister of Marie Antoinette?
The Queen of Naples was a stalwart figure. I take it as a compliment.
You take everything as a compliment.
I advise you to do the same. It saves many an awkward moment.
Goodbye.